Smash enemies, score goals. Teammate joined.
What's up? It's Keith Tyler, Game Pulse, and we're going to talk about Gamescom, which is in what, 2 weeks? Something like that?
Yeah, August 21st to 25th over in, excuse me if I pronounce this wrong, Cologne, Germany.
Yeah.
Something like
Something
that.
like that.
I don't know, I'm not German.
But we're just going to talk about things that we know are there, things that we hope to see there, and, you know, what we'd like to see more of, because, like, I guess this is, what, like, a second E3?
Yeah, it's kind of turning into another E3 with a smaller scale. Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft are all going to be there. They're all announcing new shit. Ubisoft's announcing a new IP. Valve's going to be there. And I'm pretty sure, you know, there'll be a lot of other games there. So it's turning into a pretty crazy event. Pretty large one. What are you looking forward to?
Well, I mean, we just made this video. Since Valve's going to be there, and there's apparently, it's been hit around the bush that there's going to be a Left 4 Dead 3. I'd like to see that get announced. Maybe some, like, even if it's just a trailer. Just show a trailer.
I think if they came out on stage and just showed Left 4 Dead 3 and didn't say anything about it,
and just
or
walked
didn't
off
show a trailer,
stage,
that everybody would be like, yes, you know? Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Of course there's Half-Life 3, but I'll never have it. So, I'm just interested in Valve, period, because, you know, it's Valve. When does Valve really make appearances like this? They don't really make many appearances at E3. They haven't really announced anything huge since Portal 2. So I'm interested in just what they're gonna do. If they talk about the Steam box, I want to punch Gabe Newell in the face. I don't care. I just want games from them. I'm not a Steam guy. Like many other people, and I'm sure it'll happen here, I want a fucking release date for these consoles. PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I know it'll probably happen, but I want to hear more also on Sony's side about Gaikai. I just feel that they're holding so much back about that. They're like, yeah, we have this really cool cloud streaming service that, you know, you instantly download the games and stream them, and it's kind of like Netflix, and we'll recommend you things, and I want to know more. You know, how the fuck is that going to work? Because, you know, if you're going to have tens of millions of people streaming shit, you better have some pretty big fucking broadband with bandwidth. What the hell am I saying? Bandwidth. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's just going to be crazy. I want to know more about that.
I mean, because the multiplayer reveals, like, a couple of days earlier, we'll probably see lots about the Call of Duty Ghost multiplayer there. There might even, who knows, there might even be playable demos there, which would be cool. I know I think they did a Gamescom last year. They had a couple of YouTubers, and you could record like a minute and a half worth of Black Ops 2 gameplay, and they, you know, were allowed to release this minute and a half worth of footage on the YouTube to show everybody.
Yeah.
Is that, I mean, those like games that they tiptoed, or like that they kind of said, hey, this is gonna happen, that at E3 that haven't really been shown much. Like, if they have a little bit more about the new Star Wars Battlefront, I'd be really excited.
I would be too, but they said they're not putting that game out till summer of 2015, so we might not see any of that.
I see. I didn't know that. Okay, that's.
I mean, they definitely could. I just think it'll be, you know, a little while, maybe till E3 of next year, until we hear about that game more or see it.
Okay, and then, I mean, things that maybe I would like to see. I'd like to see if, because it's, maybe see if they have a little bit more about this Halo TV series that apparently they're starting or something, or maybe even the next Halo, like just a little bit, like more of a trailer.
I was going to say that maybe even some gameplay. I would love to see that of the next Halo, whether it's Halo 5 or just Halo who fucking knows? I just think it would be really, really cool to see that. In getting back to Sony and Microsoft, you know, they're saying, you know, Microsoft has 15 exclusives and Sony has like 20 bajillion, they said, or some shit. But they didn't show all of them. Microsoft still has 4 or 5 still left to show off. I want to know what are those exclusives that they still have, and I want to know what Sony still has. If there's 2 from Sony that I would really want. And, you know, I've heard, and there was a screenshot of something that could definitely fit into it, that Naughty Dog is making an Uncharted 4. That would be really cool. You know, there was a screenshot during a Last of Us development video that they released or some shit, like in the studio, and someone paused it, took a screenshot of some dude's computer that had, you know, people in, you know, some costumes that look very much Uncharted-like. Or maybe it's completely new. I don't really care. I just want to know what Naughty Dog's making because they're like the best developer in the world. And I would like to know if there's another God of War coming out. I don't know where they could go with this franchise anymore. Because, you know, they have the main 3 games, they have the 2 PSP titles that are more, you know, branching off. But the way with God of War 3 ended, you know, it's kind of like, how the fuck do you go from there? And, you know, they already had the prequel out of Ascension. I don't know.
I guess the only other games I'd really like to see if they put anything in is, you know, Square Enix has announced that they're putting out a Tomb Raider sequel. So, I mean, maybe if they have a little bit more of that to show off. And then maybe, and I know the game just came out this year, but maybe if they, because I've heard a lot of people say it's slightly unfavorable talking of it. Like, see if there's anything else for Gears. I mean, Xbox One's coming out. They probably need to see something about a new Gears. I mean, if maybe they could do like a lot more of like the backstory stuff, where you see more of like I don't know, Dom's backstory or somebody's backstory, like what they did with Judgment with Baird. You know, see some of the other characters that we've grown to love and see their backstory. That would be really interesting.
Yeah, I want to see also more of Destiny, just because Destiny looks amazing. And Ubisoft is supposedly announcing a new IP, which who knows what that could be, because they already have a bunch of huge games coming out that are in development. It's like, are they going to have another brand new huge IP like The Division or Watch Dogs that they're putting out? That should be interesting.
Yeah, so Gamescom looks to be an interesting time. We'll definitely keep you posted on that, because I mean,
indeed,
only good things can come from it, I feel.
Yes.
So, yeah.